Hey everyone, welcome back to another organizing video. I'm really excited about this week's topic because it is the closet. And I know it's a very frustrating area of the home for many because that is one of the most frequently asked questions I get from people is how to keep things organized. So I'm super excited about it because I know and believe that regardless of whatever size closet you have, big or small, it can be organized. I promise you that. So what we're going to talk about today is how to best maximize your space with all the products out there, because if you get a good foundation and a good setup, it's really basically maintenance from here on out. And then we're also just talk about some things to hang and fold. So let's hop right into some closets that I've organized and hopefully give you some inspiration to go ahead and start tackling yours, since now we are heading into the fall and it's a great time to transition from summer to fall clothes. All right, here we go.
Okay, so here on this first closet, what we did here is take a look at the layout from it so you can see that there's the sliding open doors, and knew that space was being wasted on the bottom of it because it just wasn't being used, and there weren't as many clothes to hang because you can see the dresses are there on the left and shirts are there on the right. So it was a matter of figuring out how to best maximize the space without having to install an entire complete built-in unit. So the first thing we did was add some alpha drawer units that you can see down there, and we did the darker color to give it a little bit better contrast, because if thought about doing the white, but then it's a sea of white, and just wanted to add a little bit more warmth with the brown tones in there. So we did the alpha drawer units, 2 of them, and you can customize them to fit your needs because there's quite a few different bin sizes, as you can see there. One thing that I wanted to make sure doing this unit, this is our daughter's closet, by the way, is that the bottom drawer unit is a dirty bin. It's labeled dirty. That's her hamper bin. So that comes out so we can take it downstairs. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted everything in the closet, and I do not like laundry bins. I know as crazy it is. I have never been able to find one that I enjoy because I think they take up too much space. I just think they're a complete and utter waste. And so I wanted to incorporate it into this built-in unit, which we were able to do. So that's what's very unique about the alpha components, is that you can completely customize them to fit your needs. So we started with that and then got all matching hangers. As you can see, the white plastic ones, and then did the matching bins up top, added some labels, and just kind of really tied everything together, and then moved the clothing off to the side to add some bins on top for books and toy storage. So everything can fit there nice and neat. Okay, so on to this next closet here. This is a client's son's room that the beautiful closet just didn't feel like the space was being maximized there, which is something that I hear a lot from people, is how to best maximize their space in the closet. And the number one thing that I tell every single person is stackable bins. They create more space and they give you structure. And you can see that's what was accomplished here in this closet. So we started with, she wanted to be able to get all of the toys in there, into the closet as well. And if you've ever organized toys, you know that it can be very frustrating because they come in so many different shapes and sizes. So that's why I recommend large stackable bins that have open tops. So it's a lot easier to kind of just toss things in there. And so that's where we grabbed those white stackable bins. They're actually labeled quote unquote recycling bins. So you kind of need to sometimes think outside of the box to figure out where to kind of get the bins that you may need. Obviously, knowing your dimensions will help as well. But we did the white ones there for the larger, bulkier items. And then on the right-hand side, you can see those narrow bins that stack there nicely. And then we tied everything all in together with the clothes there with the stackable bins. You've got the sweater drawers, the sweatshirt drawers, and then some shirt drawers, and then labeled everything from there. And what's very nice about those bins is that they come completely out. So you can get what you need and kind of put the drawer back in there. And they're just much easier to access. Now, when it comes to folding the items in there, the goal is to want to make sure, and this is for really any drawers, to make it as flat as possible. And you can do it two ways. You can do it stacking them or vertical, and it depends on what you have in there. So you can see on one side, the bottom one where the sweatshirts, those are stacked vertically because there was more of them and we needed more space. Now with the sweaters, we left them flat because they wouldn't stand straight up because there wasn't enough of them in there. So it comes down to how much you have in there and what type of item it really is. Okay, so moving on to this closet. This was actually the same client, her daughter's room. The other one was her son's room, and this is her daughter's room. So you can see, again, another beautifully designed closet, just figuring out how to best maximize the space because kids typically don't have too many clothes to hang, and you don't want to have all this just wasted space just sitting there. So in this scenario, we still added the stackable bins here, just not the drawers, a little bit easier to access. And you can see from this picture is that how they were kind of best lined up was putting all the sweatshirts and larger sweaters, bulkier items in the bigger bins. You can see, and trying to keep them as flat as possible. And then on the far left-hand side was the t-shirts. So just kind of breaking them up for that particular, each bin. So they're not overflowing, but it's enough that you can take the pile, kind of slide it out and get what you need from there. And then again, changing out to all matching hangers. I cannot express the importance of matching hangers and how many times I've seen so many mismatched hangers. Our brains really like symmetry, and matching hangers can do that. And it doesn't, I recommend velvet slim hangers, but when it comes to kids, plastic hangers are the route to go because they break them. Trust me, I've gone through so many velvet hangers for our kids that just got tossed in the trash. So as you can see, we were able just to create more space here. And then they already had that bin there for her shoes, and that worked out well. So we left that. So if there's something that you do have that's working well for you, just keep it going. And that's what we did here with this scenario. Okay, so for this particular client, they were consolidating two of their boys' rooms into one room, which meant they had to share a closet and have a lot of clothes. So we needed to figure out the best way to maximize space here. And one of the easiest ways to do that was adding an alpha drawer unit, very similar to the first picture that I showed you with our daughter's room. This one was a little bit different and unique because there's sliding doors here, whereas the other ones were the bifold doors that you open up. So we wanted to make sure that when you open up the closet that you can access the drawers and they'd be able to pull out. So you wouldn't be able to put two of those units in here side by side because one would get stuck. So that's why we created this drawer unit to go up a little bit higher and you clear off the clothing here off to the side to create a bit more space. So that's the same scenario for you. So if you do have like a sliding closet door like this, I mean, you could go up higher if you needed to, or lower if you needed to. That's what's unique about the Alpha product, is that you can really tailor it and customize it to however you need it to fit. So that's the first step that was done there. And then we added some opaque bins up at the top so you can kind of see what's in there. And it's not totally, solid colored. We have no idea what's in there because sometimes people just like to be able to peek in there. But for up there, that's where we put the swim because it's not very frequently used unless it's in the summertime. But it was still easy to just grab that bin, take it down, and put it back up there. And then if you've ever had children, you certainly know how quickly they go through clothes. And it can be overwhelming to manage. And that's why I recommend for any type of children's closet, even for your own personal closet, is to have a donate or an outgrown bin. It just makes it a lot easier to throw something in the bin. And then once it's full, then you can take it to Goodwill or wherever you want to do it. And then the last thing we did was add some colored labels because you can see there was a little bit more white in here, and just kind of to break it up a little bit by adding some colored labels. Okay, so moving on here to the last closet, which is actually our closet. This particular picture is my side of the closet. And the first thing you're going to notice here is the matching velvet hangers. And velvet hangers are the ones that are my number one choice. Plastic is number two, but the reason why I like the velvet is because they're slim. And as you become more of an adult, you'll see the transition kind of coming from, your younger years to your adult years. You tend to have more items that hang. Let's talk briefly about what to hang. So dresses, blouses, blazers, cardigans, men's dress shirts, dress pants, suits. Those are the items that I would recommend to hang. Then from there is figuring out what to fold. And as you can see from some of the other pictures, the sweatshirts and the sweaters, I like having jeans folded if possible. If you are short on space and you have room to hang them, then hang them, but prefer to keep them folded. Just think it's easier to manage it that way. You can see here that we've got the drop down storage bins. It just gives a little bit more warmth element to the closet as well. And I love the drop down storage bins because they're clear. You can see what's in there, and they have a nice little magnetic clasp, so it keeps everything neatly contained. It's easy to access in there as well. And then last but not least is color code. It's super simple, easy to do, and it just makes your closet look pretty. You open it up and it makes you happy to look at it. So those are the closets, few closets they've organized. Again, highly recommend the matching hangers. Changing them out makes it a world of a difference. Figuring out what you're going to hang versus fold. Keeping it, if you're going to be folding items, fold them as flat as possible. And last but not least, adding stackable storage bins so you can best maximize your space. Thanks for watching this week's episode. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on social at Organized Marie.